With the cold weather we've been having lately, you may not be planning your summer garden, but you could get a head start on this year's gardening with the help from MIGardner. Luke Marion joins us to share more about his business. MIGardner is fairly new. What would you say is the hardest part of starting a new business?
Definitely the hardest part is finding the money. If you can start a business, like for instance, when we started, we didn't have to really go out and look for money. It was just money that I had saved up over time. But hands down, one of the hardest things to starting a business that you can find is just coming up with the money. The next thing is passion. If you don't really know what you want to do, starting the business, kind of just, you end up spending more time spinning your wheels than you actually do starting the business. So I found that was the second hardest thing, was just finding the passion and the drive to go do it, because it's not like you're going to a 9-to-5 job. I mean, you are the 9-to-5 job. So you have to find that ability to wake up in the morning, find a reason to go to work, and that's challenging as well.
What is the best aspect of running your own business?
Getting to be my own boss definitely is one of the biggest rewards of owning your own business. I don't have to ask anybody, can I do this? Or I have a great idea, can I do that? It's, if I have the money, I have the resources, I can do that. And I absolutely love that. That, and also being close to the family, because I'm a family man. Everything that I do centers around my family. So it's really hard for me to justify doing something that pulls me away from my family. And given that my whole family helps out with MIGardner and what we do, because we're a family-run business, it's really nice because I can actually bring them into part of the business rather than saying bye to them for the day.
I know MIGardner has hundreds of seed varieties, but what other products do you sell?
So MIGardner is actually a social media-based company. So we not only sell an experience, but we also sell the products, like you mentioned. So we have over 950 videos on YouTube. We also have Facebook, a blog, website with all different types of information. And that is actually free, but we still provide that as a service. But then also we have the seeds, like you mentioned, and we also have garden supplies. Because what we really like to do is tell people that we not only have the tools to show them how to grow a garden, but we also have the materials to get them gardening. So it's really kind of a one-stop shop type deal we got going.
I've heard about your helpful YouTube tutorials. How often do you make them? Do you enjoy making the videos?
So during the main season, which is anytime after May, we basically go into the garden and we film 7 days a week. And so we'll have a video a day. And then in the off season, which is anytime after October, we still have a video every Monday and Friday, and sometimes even Wednesday. So it's certainly something that is dedication, and it takes persistence and creativity, but I absolutely love doing it because the feedback we get from people is what keeps us going. We'll hear people all the time saying, I absolutely loved what you showed in this video. And it spurs on other ideas and other things that we can do future videos on, which helps kind of the creative block that you sometimes might have without it.
Who are MIGardner's customers?
We have a worldwide customer base, actually. So a lot of times people kind of see us as a mom and pop shop and might think, what could they possibly be doing behind the scenes that is of that magnitude? But one of the cool things is that we'll send seeds this year to over 50 countries worldwide, as well as our fertilizer to over 30 countries. And we're also viewed in every single country with the exception of just a few.
What are your long-term goals for MIGardner?
Well, the long-term goals, I like to look at our 5-year plan. So this year, we're actually looking at branching out into a brick-and-mortar store. Right now, we're currently all online-based, but with the addition of the online store, it'll allow us to set up retail locations. And since we are the MIGardner, the Michigan Gardener, we're primarily going to stay pretty much Michigan-based, but we're looking at opening up then a second branch in Traverse City, as well as a third branch in Grand Rapids, and then really make a triangle kind of to take Michigan by storm, if you will, and really help Michigan grow bigger, go home. And that's kind of our 5-year plan. But then the future of that is to actually open up a couple international markets. We have a lot of customers in Canada as well as Europe. And so we want to actually open up a flagship store in those 2 countries, kind of in a really prime location that's going to attract those customers that haven't been able to really be serviced as well because shipping costs to those countries are a lot. So now that we're getting into the brick and mortar store locations, it'll be the next phase and probably the 10-year plan to open up some international locations as well.
If you have any questions to make sure your garden is the best in the neighborhood, check out MIGardner.com. I'm Elyssa Miller from M6, your hometown station.